Hello and welcome back to the Pilates for Horse Riders course. In this lesson, we'll explore the significance of proper breathing techniques for riders and how they can enhance your connection with your horse, improve your focus, and also promote relaxation. So, if we think about breathing, it's not just about supplying oxygen to our bodies. It's also a powerful tool for self-awareness and control. As riders, our breath can influence our posture, our stability, and communication with the horse. So, in this lesson, we are going to bring awareness to how you are breathing, and we are going to learn a breathing technique that is used in Pilates that's called lateral breathing, and we'll go over it very soon. But I want to talk a little bit more about riding, and now from today forward I want you to become maybe more aware of how you are breathing when you are riding, or are you actually breathing? Because quite often we are actually, especially like if you are really concentrating or something, or maybe you are a little bit even afraid or anything like that, you can actually start to hold your breath, and that's not very beneficial. And breathing is a really, I could say, a profound tool to improve your riding, and especially to deepen your seat and really build that connection. And it's vital also for the function of your core muscles. And we are going to dive deeper and deeper into these topics throughout this course. And later on this course, we'll also explore exercises that coordinate breath with core engagement. So we are going to connect our breathing to these exercises and on how to engage our core also, because all of these things really work together. And when we can actually practice these things off the horse, it's so much easier to then bring these concepts to our riding as well. Breathing really is the foundation of Pilates exercises. So let's get started with some exercises now. And you can do this exercise lying down, or you can do it sitting, or you can do it standing, really in any position you want. And it's actually really good to practice these things in different positions, and especially sitting and standing, because if we think about riding, we are not lying down. We are in an upright position, so that's why it's good to practice these things in an upright position, because then it's easier to transfer these things also to our riding and our riding position and our how we use our seat and our body when we are riding. So I'm going to do this sitting up, but of course you can go and lie down if you want. First, what you want to do is check your posture. So if you haven't watched the previous lesson on posture, I really recommend that you go and watch that first, because now we are building on that knowledge. So check the position of your pelvis, so you find the neutral position. And now if you are sitting like me, you can really feel your seat bones as well. Then check the position of your rib cage, because the position of your pelvis and your rib cage have a huge effect on your riding and on your breathing, actually, I was going to say, but also on your riding. So, and this is something that we are going to explore a little bit on this lesson. And then really lengthen your neck and check that you have that alignment of all your body parts stacked together. Stacked on top of each other. So now you can close your eyes and just first feel and just bring awareness to how you are breathing. Just maybe 1 minute, just explore your breathing and really feel where the air is going when you are breathing. Where do you feel, in which part of your lungs is the air going? And you can also think about how long does it take for you to do the breathe in, and then how long does it take to breathe out. So there's a guideline of a good breathing technique is that the out breath should be longer than the in breath. The next thing to do is to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen. And now keep breathing really slowly. And just feeling what's happening under your hands. Where does the air go? Do you feel it's more your chest? Or do you feel the air going all the way down towards your lower hand? And now put your hands on the sides of your rib cage, like on those lower ribs, and keep breathing still. And now one more thing to do is to put your hands on your back, so on your lower back, and keep breathing. And just feel if you feel any movement under your hands. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. Good. And then you can open your eyes for a little bit. So, if we think about the concept of lateral breathing, as I was talking about earlier, and what we are aiming for in Pilates, it means that you guide your breathing towards your sides laterally. So when we had you can again put your hands here on your sides, on your lower ribs, and now really feel your lungs expanding under your hands. So you want to guide your breathing towards your hands, and even you want to guide your breathing towards your lower back. So if you are breathing correctly, you should even feel some expansion in your back. Now let's make a little experiment. Put your hand again here on your chest and then on your abdomen. And now overextend your back. I'll show you, because this is one thing that often will make our breathing more difficult is that if we are not in good posture, so if we are like hunched like this, or if we are like here overextended. So now if you really like extend your back, and now try breathing again. So you might feel that it's a lot more difficult to try and guide your breathing towards the lower part of your lungs, and that's because our diaphragm cannot really work in this position. So our diaphragm is pretty much here inside our rib cage, or like it's attached here, and it's like this dome shape, and when the diaphragm contracts, it kind of flattens down. So it's working with your pelvic floor muscles, and it contracts and flattens. And when we are in this position, it cannot really do its job properly. And also the same thing, if you now a little bit hunch forward, go into this bad posture. And also here you might feel that it's not so easy to guide your breathing towards the lower part of your lungs. So those are some things to think about, and the reason why we are focusing on this lateral breathing technique in Pilates is because our abdominal muscles are here in front. So in these exercises, our abdominal muscles are working. And that's of course true also when we are riding. So that's why in these Pilates exercises we are guiding our breath laterally towards our sides and also towards our back. So I think we are done with this lesson, and next lesson is going to be all about core and how to engage your core, and we're going to talk about the core muscles, a little bit about the pelvic floor muscles, and and this Pilates powerhouse that it's called, and what it means, and also what effect it has in our riding. So I'll see you there, and bye for now.